respect a man, don't love him.
Kastomanya, this is how men behave.
Leke.
Gwe kati ebirala byonna.
Usually men refer respect to love.
Exactly. So I'm asking you. That's why I was telling her, why
Yeah,
are you
but
emotional?
anti kati olaba respect yeyo kisinziira. Naye akola ebimuweesa respect.
It is irrespective. You know when the command comes,
Thank you.
the command says it is irrespective whether what he does commands respect or not. Chiringa love.
Usually says, now, even if a person does something that allows you to belittle them, but as long as they are in a position, you ought them give them respect. Because you have to
Give them alone. What about the love? Even love. They say the command is love. It means that you as the wife,
There's
you can make as many
you
mistakes and he's
said,
still
no
supposed to
government,
love
a man that provides are respected,
you.
right?
It's easy.
Yeah, it's easy.
It doesn't mean that is really just, it will be easier. But doesn't mean that you will not. Watch it again.
Yeah.
Ekiringo mwami waba aguze emmere ewaka obeera excited kanfumbeyo kano. But that doesn't mean tiwatajugula to.
And most of these things you said, nti abakazi fe tujinya abasajja, you let him do certain things from the start, and then like no toka time nga tosobola kubanga okyakikola.
When someone listens to you halfway, supposed to listen to the whole story. Because what she started with might sound as though she's beating it at the end, but she's saying the same thing, but giving you liberty to strike the balance in between the lines. She's saying the same things. Zimbabwe Moisa from the beginning. She's saying the same things, but it is upon you who is listening to strike that balance. Check the line in between. You have to be respectful to your man.
Ojja kugifumba.
Ate gy'ataguze.
Yes.
Gifumba.
Is he not the head of this home?
Ate taguze emmere nfumbe ki?
Actually, the respect is not subjective, but when he buys is when I will be respected. No, the respect is whether he buys it or not.
Qualified on a certain condition.
Ye yatandika amaka yagamba come we do the home, you agreed.
Banange nzeka ene wagambye nti nno ffe tubajinya, but you've not seen a man nga talina kyasobola kukola, not even rent, not even a water bill, not even bichi, not even what, not even chi.
Anti kati mukwano laba
oyagala nkuwe respect ki mukwano gwe atalina kyosobola kukola.
ezo bwe mwali mu datinga walaba engeri gye yagambanga take a border, I'll pay when the border comes. He says sinaamu change. Wabiraba
sinaamu change mpaye 5 n'omuwa,
wabiraba
mpaye 10 n'omuwa, mpaye 1,000 n'omuwa.
The problem with modern day dating is that while we are dating, when we are supposed to be knowing each other, we are having sex.
Yeah.
Sex can blind your judgment.
Not even just sex, but we are overlooking certain things.
That means you start sleeping with someone. First of all, as a woman, I don't want to increase my body count. But if I'm sleeping with him, then I leave him, then I'll have increased the body count. Then now sex makes you comfortable. You feel as if you're husband and wife already without the setting of husband and wife. So there are things you already start to kugumikiriza.
Yeah, red flags are not ignoring simply because you're having sex.
But if you're meeting someone outside, the first 3 months you're meeting them, respect a talking stage as a talking stage. Until we are talking, we're getting to know each other. What are your childhood memories? Childhood memory. Auntie ataina budde agende. Because that one you know you just want to sleep with you.
Baita mulujja.
So, for how long, if I may pose a question, for how long should people courtship before sleeping together? Is it?
I think
according to the Bible I read, of course it should be in marriage, but really we're in modern times. Now the thing is, the talking stage, I believe, should last like a period of 3 months. 3 months, why? Because I'm not assuming you're meeting every day. I'm assuming you're meeting once a week or once in 2 weeks. Now that should be time to ask certain questions. Did you grow up with your mother and your father together in the same home? Or all those things, by the way, they look like they're simple, but they determine how a person is.
They tell the character of the man.
Yeah. My mother is my best friend. She worked so hard for me. You will work as hard as the mother. In this life, the suffering you will suffer. If my mom could, you can. So your parents are separated, right? Why did they separate? Nedda mukwano me, I just want to know, like, you don't ask mbu as if interrogating or in a notebook. Why did
you've not seen a guy go very soft?
No,
You've not met a guy go very soft to kuye.
In fact, no, babe, by the way, do you know my parents separated? My dad used to beat my mom. Are your parents still together? Jukira guy bwaba achali mukali nti he wants to sleep with you, he will do anything or say anything just to keep pushing you closer to him. So he will answer the questions. Hey babe, what's your best childhood memory? What do you like the most? What number are you in the family? Do you know that birth order also determines how a relationship will work or not?
How?
If you marry a firstborn daughter, she's going to be controlling most of the time. I have learned that the hard way, and because I now knew that because I am a firstborn and I am a daughter, somehow there were times that I used to treat my husband like my young brother. Like, there's the way I expect things to be. I said, now that I have understood I am a firstborn.
Being a firstborn comes
responsibilities. Now, meanwhile, my husband is a lastborn.
Which kind of match is that?
Katikwe gamba, fine, he's very hardworking, ambitious, blah, blah, blah. Na yo rokuba lastborn. Lastborns are not used to stress. They're not used to kumule ekanida. Yeah, it's fine. They're not used to kumule ekanida. Ate gwe ojo mule ekan. He would just switch off. His brain would switch off immediately. He'd say, I can't hear anything you're saying.
Stressing.
I can't function anymore.
I didn't believe that in the beginning because there is the person I know who usually says that when you yap at them, they can't pick a thing.
Now
you're the second person saying
it. Your lips are moving. Then you find a person who is a firstborn boy, a firstborn son. If you marry the oldest son of any family, you don't know what the Lord has done for you. Because naturally they are meant to take care of. He will run the affairs without needing your involvement. The problem is if he has young siblings, he's paying for school fees. Katia will marry the eldest son of a rich family that he doesn't have to pay school fees for anybody down here.
I take get married to a breadwinner.
Those ones. Then there is the only child. An only child is usually selfish. Everything is theirs. They don't overthink about other people.
Because other people are doing it for them.
Also because they never grew up sharing toys or anything with anybody.
Yeah.
They are the only children. You're going to struggle to make that person, whether a man or a woman, you're going to struggle to make them be, like Banange, we are doing together. Marry a middle child. Middle children are usually ignored children. They are firstborns that they care about, lastborns they care about. Then there's just you who came somewhere in the middle. Now, middle children need a lot of love. Because most of the time they feel like the world is against them.
They are being attention seekers. They are fighting for attention.
Church too for each. So because they fight for attention, you're going to give it to them. You have to overprove that I actually love you. It also takes us to orphans. If you marry an orphan, both parents died. You're going to live every day of your life trying to prove that they are worthy of your love. Baba nako ka mindset bambi azife munaye wano banyamba buyambi bomugamba kwata sente ogwendo ogulengoye nagenda mukajja na picking ebisiimula byonna ebya 10,000 anti bampadde akasente. Like they never have that thing of you're deserving.
Yeah.
So now you'll end up nga gwo mugulira n'ebintu.
That orphan accuses of ram nada kuside from this one you are going to be put the other line. The other line.
Nga gwo mukyusiza oba yakula n'akyuka.
Somehow afunye n'akyuka oba ye yakoze oba afunye abeera muzibu. Anti kati mwentai waneno ngo okyamuwa omukyusa obulamu afuuke better amanye nti ali deserving omuyiso otya. That's something I usually tell people.
Thank
you know, a man can be giving you money, making your life better. Naye nga bw'akogerera ebigambo
oba nga alina kyakuyamba.
Nno kampulire waneno singa naavaawo simanyi oba buno obulamu bwonna obusobola. Why are you giving me while adding words? Leave me alone.
I know. Nze sawa yonna ngenda.
You get it? Eno zino sentence kuwa naye nno nzijja ku account ya savings ziba za kugula cement. If you're going to give me, just give me. Don't add words.
Nze nina ebyokukola naye obudde mbumala kukuyambako ku buildinga future yo.
Oba onoosoma nze nataddeyo dda ssente oba onoosoma nze kankule bw'otwa.
I read exam books of your own.
No, I'm just starting my writing journey.
Starting with what, autobiography?
No. Sinatuukawo ku autobiography. Mala kufuuka prime minister wa ggwanga lino ne ndyoka nka releasing.
They say it's not a good thing to write biography this early.
Yeah, you have to write it ng'okuze, you've experienced life,
Because
what.
From there you have seen a lot. And
But writing books about topics, yes.
you have started.
I thought you're going to cut them into small clips even then. Yagala bufuula video
About
number.
this, ogamba ku video yasoose.
Video
Yasoose
yasoose
teyasoose,
they
yasoose teyasoose teyasoose.